Hey guys, what's going on? Listen. It's your girl, Ayeisha McNeil, your realtor here in Georgia. Today, real quick, I told you I was going to be short. So, hey, I know it's been a little while. It's been busy, okay? Showing clients homes, 10, 13, ongoing. But anyway, listen. Tonight, I want to talk to you guys about one word: desperation. Desperation when you buying your home. I want you not to not be desperate when buying your home. But you might say, well, Aisha, what do you mean being desperate? Don't be so desperate, one, that you give up hope because you're going to find what you're looking for. And understand this. You will not, though, get 100%. Remember, we said nothing is perfect, right? You will not get 100% of what you're looking for. So therefore, if you get 95.5 or 99.9, or 99.1, then you have room to make it exactly the way you want it, right? So let's talk about desperation when buying a home. I am seeing too many people feeling like they, I want to put it nicely, but they're regretting their home purchases. Why? This is before I came on the market. So, hey, listen. So there's a story that was done in the news, and I'll probably figure out that article. If you ask me for it, I'll put it in the comments, okay? However, listen, there are many people who feel bad about their home purchases. One, because they were desperate in looking. Once they started looking, they didn't find what they were looking for. Then they started settling for what they could get. And a lot of times, just think about it. When you're desperate, right? What happens when you're desperate? Your mind is all over the place. You're not focused. You forgot what it was that you were looking for, and then now are bending all over the place just to get something as fast as you can, even if it's not what you want. In life, I told you guys, take life by the throat and make it speak into existence what you desire. Therefore, what I'm trying to tell you is desperation is not going to give it to you. Okay? A focused mind is going to get you where you want to be. Now, let's just say the house have 99 or even 90% of what you have. We all know that we can upgrade. However, I am not pushing you to buy a fixer-upper. But if the floors has been done and a new HVAC system has been put in, the electric is right, and you know what I'm saying? Everything is great. Floors is real floors and not vinyl, whatever it might be. This is close to exactly what you were looking for. However, there's one or two things really minor, or depends on how you look at it. It could be major to you. However, desperation will have you buying a property you don't want to get the process over with. So now you figure, let me put all this money, let me buy this property, and let me put all this money into it. What you don't know is what's behind the walls, right? When I'm dealing with my clients, I give them straight up, listen. I'm like, turn the water on, flush the toilet, okay? Look at the corners and the walls. You know what I'm saying? As much as you can, you better put a glass up to the wall, okay? To hear if anything behind it. I'm just kidding. I ain't tell my clients that. I'm just saying. So, and today is like a lot of stuff is being sold on the market that's not up to par. And unfortunately, clients are desperate, tired of the waiting, tired of the offers not being accepted, tired of looking, and they feel like, let me just settle for this. Listen, when all else failed, what happened for me is I went with a new builder. Okay? I went with a new builder. And everything was brand new and everything was great. Was it exactly what I wanted? No, but it was brand new. Stainless steel, I had to pay it and upgrade for it. An extra slab for my garage, I had to pay extra for it. But what I'm trying to say to you is paying a little extra for what you want is a, you know what I'm saying? It's what you want because you're getting what you want. Um, but the house was more than I expected because I expected 3 bedrooms, but an office and a patio and a, you know, covered porch a little. And I love my home. And I feel good about my home every day. I love my home. And that's what I want to get to my clients. I want you guys to love your home. I want you not to be so desperate that when you get your home finally and get over this frustrating process for you, that you regret your purchase. So I will say, don't be desperate, okay? Because things can work out for you. Pray about it. In everything you do, pray to God. Because I guarantee you, when you ask God for what you want, and when you speak it into existence, you write it down and you make it plain, you will get what you want. I understand what they say about the market. Oh, the rates are too high right now. Oh, I'm tired of the process. Oh, the payment is too high. Oh, whatever it is. Let me tell you something. You're going to pay in one area or the other, right? So you have to balance what you can tolerate and what you can afford and what you feel more comfortable with, right? But I suggest you don't do it out of desperation because you're not going to be happy with what you purchased. You're not going to be happy with what you got. And I'm not a realtor to sell you anything or to make a purchase. I am here to tell you first, if you do find something you want, don't lowball the seller because it's not that market. Don't lowball them and still ask for, closing costs because they're not negotiating. Okay, they're not negotiating. They're not counter offering you. Like when I was looking, I was being counter offer. I was like, hey, okay, you can have it for this price, but we're not paying closing costs. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'm good. Because I was prepared. You got to be prepared in this process. I told you guys in the other video, you have to be prepared. So there is a process before the process. The process of getting your mind right, knowing this is going to be a fight to get what you want when you're looking for a home and getting everything you want, or getting a little bit less than what you want, but being able to be like, okay, I can work with that. We have to be flexible, right? Be flexible with everything else. But what I'm saying is, don't be 50% flexible and just settle. Get what you want because you're paying for it. And at the end of the day, you have to be happy about what you're paying for. And on top of that, you have to have a sound mind about where you live in, okay? A peace of mind about where you live. So in here, in my book, Germany Andrews broker is so dope. Okay, she is so dope. Lacrissa Germany Andrews, girl, I love you. So let me go ahead and tell y'all my broker. Okay, put together these books, and what I love about it is I have one for the one who buys their home and the one who sells their home, right? This is the process. We want to walk with you as well as work with you, and work with you as well as walk with you into this journey of new beginnings. Okay? So what am I saying? We want you to know the process. Okay? I told you guys the process before the process, right? So in here, we talk about your pre-approval, your offer, your contingency when you finally get that offer accepted. And there's a contingency based on finances, being, brought to the table to cover the home purchase and whatever that might be. We talk about closing costs. We talk about earnest money. What do you do with it? Where does it go? Who holds it? Title search. You guys know it is part of the process to see if your home that you got under contract is a clear and free title. So they do a title search. And those are the things that you want to know. These are not necessarily you need to know as soon as you go in, but I want you to understand that it's part of when you get your closing cost statement, your disclosure, what these costs are for you and how it's coming out, whether it's by the seller or whether it's from the buyer, okay? The appraisal, guys, the home inspection. Let's stop at home inspection, please. Please do not. And I'm going to tell you, as a realtor on my side, like I said, we all want to work and eat, right? What I'm not going to do is tell somebody to go in a home blind, okay? And what do I mean by that? A home inspection will open up the eyes that you cannot see and will tell you the things that are behind what you cannot see, behind the walls, under the walls, okay? In the crevices, as much as possible, to, you know what I'm saying, to the degree that they are, you know, experts in the field. So a home inspection, I will tell you guys, is very much needed. Once again, that word desperation. People are in a market of desperation, and guess what they're doing? They're forgoing their home inspection. Why would you do that? You really gonna be upset when you get a house and stuff is behind the walls. And another thing, why would you trust everything at face value? You never trust everything at face value. And I don't mean that to be skeptical or anything like that. I mean it to be sure of being sure that this is what you want. And if there is problems, the kind of problems that you will be able to fix and you take on. So your home inspection will help you see what you cannot see right here. Right? So what you can't see here, you have another set of eyes to see back there, right? So guys, please, that word desperation, don't be so desperate that you're going to settle for anything, okay? I want my clients to be happy when they buy their home. I want my clients to know that the experience was frustrating in a way, but at the same time, it was made easier and much more smoother. So once again, let's go from home inspection, disclosures that sellers have to disclose to you, right? They're required. And some sellers will say that we don't have a disclosure. That comes a lot from investors because they did not live in the home. However, if I buy a home, even as an investor, for me, I'm talking about Ayeisha McNeil, I want to know what's going on with that property that I purchased. So when I'm ready to sell that purchase, you know, that property, I am able to say what's going on with the property. I don't want to tell, you know, a buyer of that property that I purchased and I'm ready to sell and flip or whatever I want to do. I don't want to tell them, I don't know if the fireplace is working. I don't know if the HVAC has been surfaced. I don't know. If you own it, you should have immediately serviced it and figured out whether something worked or not. So listen, I'm a woman of integrity and I execute in excellence. So I will tell you, at the risk of losing a sale, okay, at the risk of losing money, at the risk of money walking from the table, because at the end of the day, the one who writes my money in check is God first. God first. I don't care whose name is on that check. God first writes that check for me in heaven and allows it to manifest physically. Okay. So once again, I am not afraid to lose money and I am not afraid to make money. Okay. So the disclosures, even though you are given disclosures, when you do your home inspection is going to reveal whether those things on the disclosure is true in fact, or whether the things that you cannot see or isn't on the disclosure, whether or not there is something wrong with that, right? I want you guys to have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of buying this home. This is very emotional and personal and financial. And it can either be a financial freedom because it's going to eventually become an asset and you're going to love being there, or it could become a financial nightmare. Okay, I don't want that for my clients. I don't want that for anybody, whether you're my client or not. I don't want this process to be a nightmare for you. Maybe a little frustrating because of timing and offers being accepted or rejected. Okay, that's the name of the game. But a nightmare is not the name of the game. And we're not doing nightmares over here. Okay? So if you're looking for a nightmare, Realtor Ayeisha McNeil ain't it for you. If you're looking for heaven and peace on earth and harmony and joy, hey, I pray for my clients. I pray that God will bless my clients to find the right house with the right price, with the right payment. I pray that when they go into their home, they will be happy. And I pray for clients before I get my clients. I pray for my clients when I have my clients. So, excuse me. What I want you to understand is that I really love what I do because everything that I've done in my past led up to this moment. Credit specialist, working in the bank as a personal banker, doing managerial things in the bank, and now a real estate agent, right? A realtor, here to help you at the end. So I started at the beginning of the table, and now I could be there at the end of the table as well as the beginning. So for my clients, I want you to love what you purchase. I want you to be happy with what you purchase. I want you to speak into existence now what you want in your home. And I want you to write it down and make it plain. So when if you never look at that little list that you got going on, when you get your home, I want you to look at that list. And you will see that everything you got, everything you spoke into existence is going to be what you want. People will say, hey, it's not this market for that. It's not this market for that. It's not this market for that. Now, it may not be this market for that, but it doesn't mean that God can't create a miracle. And if I know, and you know, I know that my God, my creator who born me into this world is still doing miracles. As long as I'm living here and breathing, it's a miracle, okay? With all the stuff in the air, with all the diseases and things out there, and I'm still healthy and haven't been affected, God is still in the business of doing miracles. So what I don't want to see you do is you go in and you decide, I want this area. You give your agent 3, 4, 5 areas, and they giving you all these homes. And then you decide you want to go with all these other areas as now, and not that area. And then you go back to the area that you originally signed for. And then you go to the other. That looks like desperation to me. I want you to be sure of what you want and where you want to live, because at the end of the day, you have to look out that window. At the end of the day, you have to drive up to that drive-through. At the end of the day, you have to feel safe where you are living. So I want you to know where you want to go. So when you come to me, please come prepared. Come with your pre-qual, your pre-approval. Come knowing where you want to live, so we can look at whatever house that you want to look at and get that offer accepted, okay? Don't shop in desperation. You're not going to shop for food in desperation and just get any old thing that, you know what I'm saying, that you're allergic to. Well, don't get a house that you're going to end up being allergic to. Okay? Because I'm not in the business of selling you an allergic house. I'm just kidding. I know that probably was corny, but I'm just saying, guys, I want you to be happy. You know, laugh at my corny jokes too, but anyway, be happy with what you're going for and go after what you want. And do it with a focused mind. Because trust me, I'm always going to bring you back to what you told me. You said you wanted this area. You said this is what you wanted. You said you didn't want that. You said, I will tell you all the you says every time we look at a house. Because what I'm not going to have you do is settle for something that you said you didn't want. Okay, that's point blank, period. Okay? But I hope this wasn't too long for you guys. I be trying to do these little short videos, but I be caring so much that I want to give y'all all this information. But anyway, hey, I'm going to end it right here and say, hey, good luck. If you want, come and talk to me. You guys know that you could go to Ayeisha, that's AYEISHA.GA, realestateLLC.com, and sign up and look at homes. Even if you're not ready, sign up. You can look at homes on my website. And if you need to call me, hey, my number is there for you to reach out. You can even go to AyeishaMcNeil.com and you can still set for credit education, not credit repair, but credit education, where you showing up and we going to learn how to get these things done, off your credit, and how we're going to go ahead and put you in a position of getting that loan for your home or that car or whatever it is that you want to do. So AyeishaMcNeil.com is still there for the services and the books, like My Credit Was Effed Up, and which you can also find on Amazon, and The Trip to the Bank with Daddy, which you can also find on Amazon, as well as my site, AyeishaMcNeil.com. But listen, if you're ready for that home purchase, let me reach out to Germany Andrews Real Estate and let Ayeisha McNeil help you find your home. And also, if you're ready to sell your home, reach out to me. Let's work together and I will help you sell your home. Okay? And we're going to do this thing with love, integrity, and still get you your money. Okay? So with that said, take life by the throat and make it speak into existence what you desire, no matter what side you on, buyer or seller, baby. I love you and good night.